we do when we're executing our business or our mission objectives? What does that mean? This really, really macro high level. Well, it's people doing stuff to achieve whatever the goals are. So we go back to visions, missions, those kind of statements. What's our goal? If we're in business, our business is to make money. If we're a military organization, our business is to kill people and destroy property. That's how they taught it to me in basic training. You are now in the military. We are here to kill people and destroy property. It's really, really an uplifting speech. But the military has an objective. If we're NASA, our objective is to flush the toilet on the space station, and to keep those dudes, the people up in the space station, doing their business, and to keep research, furthering research. Whatever the mission is, it's people doing it, following processes. Does that hold true if I'm an online business that is 100% automated, where a customer comes in, clicks something, chooses something in a shopping cart, pays for it with PayPal, and then a order goes to Alibaba company out in China, and they automatically pack and ship something, and there's never a human in the loop? I would propose yes, it does, because the customer is the person. There's somebody executing a process. There's a process implemented in some entity, be it a meat-based component or a silicon-based component. There's still people in processes. They're acting on data, and that the data has to live in infrastructure. So this is kind of my conceptualizing really, really broadly of anything we do has got people, process, data, and infrastructure as part of it to achieve our mission intent or our business goals. So I like, earlier we talked about being future-proof. One of our speakers did, and I thought, hey, I had future enabled. So we're thinking the same sort of way. So when we have the old 3-ring binder approach, these still exist a lot. Well, let's publish our standard operating procedure. Let's publish our ConOps, and these become these static documents that end up, they might as well be in a 3-ring binder even if they're not physically, literally in one. But the argument comes back to, well, when we lose power, how we follow our processes. And that's a fundamental question. If you lose power and the power comes back and your data center's down and you need to reconstitute it, how do you follow it? So the 3-ring binder is on the left as if it's an old and unnecessary thing. It's not necessarily unnecessary, but we have to think through that. So we have these the traditional adversity that we've already started talking about. Traditional adversity of I deleted something, I needed to get it back, or I had a corrupted file system and I need to reconstitute the whole thing. The building burned down, I need to get my systems and my stuff back. Those kinds of things. I made up a term, Adversity 2020. If you hear that anywhere else, you heard it here first, right? So somebody picked it up if you hear it anywhere else. Adversity 2020. What is the new adversity? FBI's got the new adversity. Scared us all with it, right? Is that kind of thing. But also data loss prevention, or data losses, doxing. Watching Julian Assange and his drama is like watching daytime TV. It's like a soap opera, isn't it? With the WikiLeaks and all the things that are happening there. All the different, the OPM leak, for example. I never thought that, hey, China's comparing the OPM database to my LinkedIn profile. That, you got me, right? That's something I had not thought of. That's really fascinating. The Adversity 2020 from a resilience perspective is still the building burns down. Or if you're down here on McDill and a hurricane comes through, that's adversity. When even if nothing happens to the building, you still have to move all your people out of here. Those traditional things are still traditional, they're still here. But the new stuff adds to it, adds to the resilience. And it's really, in my opinion, all about data. It's all about protecting data and identity, the identity of people, and understanding what their personas are and what they're allowed to do and what not to do. So we need to redefine what adversity is in the coming year. And that's a conversation that I don't think has been really had very thoroughly in our industry. So I think that things that are driving this, cloud capabilities, which we touched on, our previous speakers all touched on all this stuff. I'm just rehashing and agreeing with everything we said. Cloud capabilities, that takes the step of divorcing the physical geography from the physicality of compute. Because you can't escape the physicality of compute. No matter how abstract and how software-defined stuff gets, there's still bits in a processor somewhere. Maybe quantum computing changes that, but that's not happening today for us. So cloud capabilities, it's a new thing. It creates new adversities, and Adversity 2020, it creates new opportunities. Software-defined, so I said software-defined networking impacts. I want to tune that and say software-defined impacts. Be that networking, storage, infrastructure. Software-defined means that we now can be flexible with our infrastructure. We can buy commodity stuff and we can make it do different things depending on the needs. Well, the needs are continually changing. The arc of time, the arc of history that we're following right now is tomorrow's different than today, and today is different than yesterday. Software-defined allows a capital purchase to adjust to that change. That creates new adversities and new opportunities.